companies that are utilizing it to help drive are the ones that are much more transformational and having more success.
Hey, what's up YouTube? Jeremiah Hersey here. And with Christmas only a few days away, I just want to go ahead and say Merry Christmas. And I would like to give you something that I have in my possession to help with a camel case scenario. And so what I have is a script that allows us to rename column headers when they have the camel casing scenario. So a camel case is when you go from a lowercase to an uppercase letter, and this sometimes happens when you're bringing data into the Power Query editor or it's not formatted correctly from the source. Now, a lot of times we're left to have to go through and rename all of those column headers with spaces, but what I'm going to give you for my present to you for this Christmas is going to be the script, which is in the description section. So go ahead and look in the description, grab that script that's for you to keep, and you can use this anytime you run into this scenario. So let's go ahead and get started. So here we are inside of the Power Query editor, and if you look at the headers, you can see that camel casing scenario that I was just talking about, where it goes from lowercase to uppercase letters. Okay, so with the customer alternate key, I would want a space in between these three words. And so we could go right through each column and rename them, but that would take a lot of time. And if we had more than one table to do this in, it's going to take even longer. And so the script that's in the description section is going to help us with this scenario. And so the very first step that we're going to do is we're going to select our Home tab at the top of the screen, and we're going to be selecting a new source. What we're going to do is we're going to create a parameter using the script that I've provided. And so we're going to select new source, and we're going to be choosing a blank query. So go ahead and select new source, and we're going to choose a blank query. And for this demonstration, I'm just going to rename this FX. That is going to be my parameter that I'm going to create. So the first thing that we want to do is on the FX query, we want to select the advanced editor. So multiple places we can do that, either from the Home tab, you can select the advanced editor from right here, or we can select the View tab and notice the advanced editor is located there as well. So your choice. Let's go ahead and go inside of the advanced editor. So what you're going to do is you're going to highlight everything that's in the advanced editor, and you're going to paste in the script that I've provided in the description section. You don't need to do anything to it, just highlight everything that's in the advanced editor and go ahead and paste that script in. So we're going to go ahead and click Done. And this now creates a parameter, as you can see here. And so this parameter is going to be what renames our column headers. Okay, but we actually don't have to input anything here within the source. We're going to use it inside of the other table where we want the renaming to occur. So let's go ahead and go back over to our other table. And so in order to invoke this function, the very first step is we're going to select the FX next to the formula bar. Now, if you do not have this formula bar turned on, if you go to the View tab at the top of the screen, you can turn on the formula bar. So if you don't have this formula bar currently turned on, you can go ahead and select the View tab and turn on the formula bar. What we actually want to select though is this FX. It's actually a button to create a new step within inside of our table. Now when you click the FX button, you're going to see the name of the last step. It's the last step reference. So notice the last step here is change type. If I look inside of my applied steps over on the right, you're going to see that change type step. So all it's doing is it's referencing the previous step, which is a table. So what we want to do is we want to change the column names, the headers of the columns. And so the first thing that we're going to type in here, we're going to go right after the equal sign, and we're going to type in table dot. Now this is going to give you a lot of options for how you can manipulate or change a table. And so notice one of the first ones that pops up for me is transform column names. Well, that's exactly what I want to do. I want to change the column name in some way. And so if I select the transform column names here, and I'm going to go ahead and put an open parenthesis, the UI is going to pop up to help me fill out the rest of the information. So the first thing that it asks for is the table as a table. Well, your previous step reference is that table. Okay, so the name of that step is going to go here. And then the second part is the name generator as a function. Well, that function is the FX query that we created over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a comma in here, and then I'm going to call out to my FX function. So there's my FX function here. And I'm going to close up my parenthesis. Now, because I hit enter, which is why we're getting that expression error here, but let's go ahead and return this. And we're going to see that it changes the column names for us. So we have customer key, customer alternate key. As we scroll over, we can see that this has renamed it for every single column header inside of this table. So this script is something that you can use. You can save it and create a parameter anytime you want to perform the change from camel casing to spaces. You can use this script to perform it for you, so you don't have to go through and do it manually. Pretty awesome, right? Well, like I said, it's not much, but Merry Christmas. This is my gift to you, this script. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more content. I hope you have a wonderful holiday season and a Merry Christmas. I'll see you in the next one.